Dora, so it's a DCA question. I was expecting a few. It says, I'm having difficulty focusing on one scene at a time for 15 minutes without going into all the possibilities, good or bad, that could arise. I'm still working on my word count up to 250, but that's only to be able to concentrate for 5 minutes when I reach the 500 word count. I don't want to bring in doubt when I try to do longer than 1 to 2 minutes of focus on one scene with all the feelings of gratitude that the wish is already fulfilled. And I don't want to wait until I reach the 500 word count before I concentrate on my DCA. What do you suggest? I essentially suggest you stop overthinking it, to be fair. And I say that with a smile. There is a tendency, especially with some of you recovering left brainers, to think that there's a formula here that if I tick every single box, I'll achieve the. That is the left brain, human side trying to tell the right brain being side what to do to be successful. And ultimately, what we're doing here, Dora, is saying if you can feel good about anything, your DCA is there as a trigger for you to associate to give you a reason to feel good. And it's the steering wheel. I want to go in that direction. If you're making it too detailed, do I focus on this? Do I focus on? Relax. Here's the thing. If it happened yesterday, you wouldn't have any problems with it. You'd just be enjoying the now about it. You say, oh, yeah, but I have to focus 15 minutes every single day and I have to broadcast this amount of times a day and I have to be able to get, oh my God, I'm so stressed. I don't know what to do. Right? Relax, take a breath. And again, a lot of the time, the issues here are down to the environment you're in. If you're surrounding yourself still with people that are negative, if you're still turning on the news or watching horror films for fun, right, it's going to program you with a level of resistance to harmony. Again, abundance is your natural state. You know what lights you up. And if this is the DCA, you need to be in a position where there's no pressure on you like you're putting on yourself right now. What if I was to tell you, hey, guess what? This DCA is never actually going to happen for you in this lifetime. But I want you to enjoy it now as if it has. Can you feel the pressure drop a little bit, by the way? No, I'd want my money back on EMF if it doesn't work, bastard. Right? No, right? What you do is you have a situation where you say, listen, it's going to be at the perfect time. It'll be this or something better. It'll be, I'm not attached. That's the universe's job. What I'm simply going to do is build myself up to practice associating to where I want to go for a change instead of where I don't want to go, which has been the predominant pattern of most of my life based upon condition. If you frame it that way, does it get a little easier? Don't try to overthink or overcompensate. It's like, no, this is my DCA. I'm going to go live in my happy place. I'm going to spend 10 minutes a day fantasizing about the fact that this is the life. You can call it daydreaming. You can call it making stuff up. I don't care, because when I'm there and I'm in that magical world in my mind, I feel good. That's it. And remember, how does the universe work? What is Earl Nightingale's greatest secret? You become what you think about most of the time. To quote George Zalaki, the mind attracts that which it dwells upon. Now you can hear me when I say, turn off the damn news. The mind attracts that which it dwells upon. Don't get sucked into other people's drama, other people's movies, other people's soap operas. Your job is to send them love and focus on you enjoying your life, your movie, even the tough scenes. I was at dinner last night with some friends and business partners, which is why I'm here in Northern Cyprus. And one of them was asked me to tell them a little more about the Atlantic Roll. And when I was explaining some of the stuff, they're like, why? Like, I'm like, one of the reasons we did it. Right? It's one of the reasons we did it. I wanted the challenge. There are scenes in your life right now where you may be struggling physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever it is. But that's what's going to make you a better actor in this movie. You don't win an Oscar by devoting your acting career to TV commercials. Whatever you signed up for, as Mother Teresa said, yeah, God wouldn't have given you this script if you couldn't handle it. Even if you want to argue with him about it at some points, you're all still here. Think about it. When it comes to money and food and oxygen, have you always had enough? Now, I'm not talking to your left brain. If you hadn't ever had enough, you wouldn't be here, right? If there was something missing in your life that was detrimental to you being here, you wouldn't be here. Can we accept that as a fact? So the reality is you've always had enough. Think about that for a second. And if you've always had enough, you will always have enough. And the paradox is once we're okay with that, we're free to then attract more. But the second we think we've never had enough and we need more, you go into a default vibration of lack. And you're focused on the vacuum you're trying to fill rather than the abundance you're looking to generate. So don't get too wrapped around the axle with, I've got to do 15 minutes a day on this and feel this, and then I'll finally have enough because I'll have felt it enough times. It's the same pattern working backwards. Is that clear? That helped a little bit of framing?